What's up, guys? We're back out here today. I've got the truck dropped off up here at Fitzgerald Truck Repair, and Hunter has been tearing this thing at it. I dropped it off this morning, went back, got a little bit of rest. I'm still super tired because I got in here at like 3:30 and he worked on it as soon as I got here, so didn't get much rest, but he's got the head ready to pull off, and they're getting the forklift over here now. Let's get this head snatched off. So I just told you guys we're pulling the head off, but I forgot to tell you why. So the head gasket is leaking up in the front corner. It's not blown because we turned the engine up or nothing like that. It's just the gasket is just flat out leaking on the front corner. So we're about to get this thing lifted off of here and see what's going on exactly. He's already got the jakes and all that off of it. He's got that lift bracket on there, cam, everything is off this thing. Ready to freaking let it rip, tater chip. Coolant was looking a little rough, but hey, figuring it out. Right there is where the oil was leaking from, the corner of the head gasket. So I get this thing lifted up and hope there's nothing else going on with it. Hope and pray. Air filter on it's looking a little rough. Probably gonna change the air filter out while I got in her part. But they got this fancy head removal tool here. What a unit. This should be interesting. I'm gonna get this thing snatched out of here. Must be nice on these because like that alternator and all that stuff just stays there. You ain't gotta touch it. What's that? Little tank. I'm not recording yet to see if you're messing up, I promise.
There's the last guy that was in here doing it. I told him they had to mention my name.
Oh, there you go.
Back up just a little. All right. Come in just a little. Right there. Raise it up a little. A little more. All right.
Might fix that heater hose. That's why my heater ain't working, because I blocked the heater hose off while we got her apart. And the turbo drain line was leaking. The gasket's bad, he said.
Raise it
So
up a little.
try to address that problem at the same time. Oh dang.
All right, pick it up.
Like a glove.
Hold on, like right there on the cab.
I can jack it up a little bit. Hang on.
Back up just a little.
Yeah, let me jack it up some. Oh.
Down. All right, back up. Raise it up a little. All right, back up.
Looks like a big old engine to me. Not looking too hot. I got a little bit of scoring going on there. I'll see what the master mechanic says. Dang. Not good. Tell me what you think about the cylinder here. Alright. Have to address the other ones, but usually number 6 always has problems. That's when it gets the hottest from not get much boost back there. Feel that right there. You can't really see it, but
Oh yeah.
you seen worse?
I have, yeah.
People still run it.
Most of the time, no.
They don't look too bad for over 1 million miles, I would say, but don't look good back here. That's the cylinder gets the hottest too. It's probably for me feeding it the beans going up hills and just not letting off without an EGT gauge on it. So a lot of you guys were mentioning that the football gasket may be bad, and if you look right down here, it wasn't really leaking at all. The culprit was the gasket, rather that main oil port. What Hunter was saying was causing the problem. That's when we flip that. Well, if we flip the head up, it'll start leaking oil all over the dang place. But probably see where the gasket was just blown out in the corner.
Usually copper.
Yeah, so these are the cam bearings that sit up here on the top of the head, because Detroit's are an overhead cam engine. They're not terrible, like you said, but there is a little bit of copper showing. Yeah, they're all about the same shape, I reckon. Yeah, that one's a little bit worse, but I mean, that's to be expected with over 1 million miles on it. Never been. Apparently, when they did do the head gasket, they just reused the old cam bearings. Well, he's gonna put this head up on a stand. We'll pop that gasket off, see what it looks like underneath. Well, we're gonna go put the head on the stand over there. See how much oil we can leak on the way. Go fast. Well, we got the head on the cylinder head stand. Twist her up there, muscles. Oh yeah, she's a gusher. And then bearings on there. She can make things nice, don't it? Right here's gonna be that front corner. All right, so we're brake cleaning this head down to inspect it and see if there's any issues. They said this thing's pretty clean for how many miles are on it, so hopefully there's no cracks nowhere. Well, guys, Hunter's over there cleaning the head up. I just cleaned the number 6 cylinder out, and it's definitely got a lot of scoring in it. I'm gonna go in the office and discuss with these guys. We should just throw a sleeve and piston in it and just keep trucking, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all look like they're fine. I just don't know what we're gonna do yet, or what it's gonna cost to throw an Inframe in this thing, or what's recommended. I don't know. I haven't really messed with big engines. I know that if it was just something I was beating on and playing with, I'd just slap the head on it and run it for now, but I need to rely on this thing for now, at least until we can see about getting a replacement for it. Not a permanent, like, when I say replacement for blue collar, doesn't mean we'll ever sell it, but something a little bit newer and more reliable, I guess. But anyhow, just forget I even said that. I'll show you what it looks like now I've got it all cleaned up. This really hurts my heart. So see right there, it's got some stuff going on right here on the top of the sleeve also, where it got a little warm. I'll try to make you guys not dizzy. Sorry. You can kind of see it on that sides too. So really, it's got some issues going on with these rings inside there. All the other cylinders look absolutely great. There's cross-hatching in them, looks fine. There's nothing wrong with them. That is definitely a problem. So we're gonna have to discuss that a little bit further. Got this thing all cleaned up. No cracks up here in the oil port where it was leaking, so hopefully it should have been the head gasket. What is your professional opinion? You don't know?
What'd you say?
I said, what's your professional opinion?
Looks good.
These guys are saying this head looks really good for having over 1 million miles on it. A bit of crap caked up in there. Well, guys, comment down below and let me know what you think we should do. Should we slap a piston and sleeve in it and ride? Should we just slap the head back on and ride? Should we do an Inframe? I don't know what the next plan is. I'm gonna meet with Tommy and Brian tonight. I really want a conventional truck and use the cab over for just doing fun collaborations with other people, and use it every now and then to make some videos. If we do end up coming up with a replacement truck, then we'll probably just slap a cylinder, or I'm sorry, a sleeve and piston in it and just going down the road, or even just put the head back on it if I'm not gonna be relying on this thing all the time. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. We're gonna head back over to the other shop where they're working on the truck that we did some video of last week. You can see all the updates. All right, guys, so we made it over here to the other side of the shop where they are working on some trucks, and Brian is over here slacking, and he's gonna give us some updates on the flat top 2022 389 that we drove over to the Jamestown location. They did some painting on it, and what else? You got to fill us in. So what all did you do on this rig here, Mr. Brian?
Well, so far, we've put the cab sleeper panels on. We've painted the tanks. We've painted the fenders. Painted the hood.
You're giving us a hard time because you're right here and the truck's over there. So you're gonna walk.
They can't see.
You gotta walk.
I gotta
walk and
like,
talk, pal.
Okay. You know, we've been working.
It's after 6 o'clock.
It is. It's like 4:30. So we painted the fenders black.
Yeah.
Painted the bottom.
And I was pointing out the transition there. Your paint, your guy that's paint.
Mark is amazing.
Is amazing because usually when someone does two-tone and then clears it, you can feel the paint difference. I cannot feel anything. So that is something else.
His detail is spot on. Painted the back of the headlight buckets.
Yeah, so it gets rid of that aluminum look.
Yep.
Nice.
I guess I had lights on. You saw it. Visors on now. Inside the visors painted the same legendary gray as the truck.
But they didn't see underneath the hood. So
Yep.
intake pipes,
That's
strapless tank mounts. Those are pretty
The
sick.
breathers. Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Let me say it. So I don't sound like an idiot.
Air tank mounts. These are the air tank mounts. The air suction tank mounts.
I'm just gonna leave it in there. So these are the air tanks up here. So all the chrome intercooler piping and coolant hoses and all that stuff.
This is all from Dynaflex. This all, and this is steel, and it's welded, and then they obviously like
chromed it.
They chrome it, but they have to. You figure if you're welding the joints on these, then they've got to
Smooth them
grind
out.
it down, smooth it out, then weld it.
There's
a
no
lot of work
bending.
to make those.
Wow.
They're pretty awesome.
Pretty incredible. And this truck was air ride. You guys seen a little bit of that when he dropped it, and it's got the flip out, the flippy bumper. As I
Flippy
call it.
bumper deal, and then we've got an air dump kit on here that we put on. So,
Okay.
This is like a little thing we make here, but it's dual leveling valves and
Just drops it really fast.
switching the dash, dumps the air. Pretty cool. We're gonna be putting watermelon light right here. This guy's coming off, and there's a watermelon light going there.
Cool.
Painted the tanks. We'll get a chrome tap for the def cover down there.
You doing speakers and sub and all kinds of stuff in
So
there.
we're doing all JL speakers inside. JL 12-inch sub, big amp on that dude. New head unit. It'll sound awesome. We still got to put our pieces back in the door, but we painted those legendary gray.
Nice.
There. And the top of the dash is all painted legendary gray. The bottom's all legendary black, kind of the same style as the truck.
Yeah, the two-tone. See, y'all did paint the cab extensions. Is that what these are called?
Sleeper panels.
Sleeper panels. There we go. Okay. And you got a T-bar for the. Is that what's called for the back, right?
Back, we got a T-bar.
I think it's gonna look sick.
And then deck plate, airline box. You got your shock box cover. We did 3 lights here. I think when y'all made the video, these are just holes.
Yeah, they were just holes last time.
So the lights are in there. They're all Grody lights.
These are some big updates, so everybody's just gonna have to go over to Semi-Casual's channel.
We'll have a video on this pretty soon. I mean, like we're real close. We got to put stacks on and a few more things, but like a couple more days.
Less than a week,
ready to go.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Less than a week, full reveal. Cool.
And then T-bar. We got some fenders put on it. And
All kinds of cool stuff. So this thing's getting what? It's got the grass burner system on the bottom you mentioned, and it's getting dummy stacks. You called them. Mm-hmm. Just to
it'll
give
be
it that,
Dynaflex stacks on there.
give it that look. Wow. So
It'll be cool.
Big
this
updates
truck's
on her.
turning out awesome.
It is. I'm super envious of this thing right here.
We'll do chrome covers on this guy.
Yep.
And like the lifetime oil covers, the chrome ones.
Yeah.
And we painted the hub black so it all matches.
It's the little things that matter.
We want to put in LEDs in the headlights.
So, in light of blue collar, the cab over having lots of issues, this truck's coming together great. Yeah, go check out Semi-Casual's channel, guys. Why don't you give us an outro?
Oh, yeah. So make sure you like, subscribe, follow Bruce, hit the little bell thing up top.
There we go.
And follow Bruce on Instagram. I don't know what your Instagram is.
Well, we need to follow Semi-Casual, too.
Follow Semi-Casual
You got-
at
you
Semi-Casual
can do that.
Show.
You should
It's
just
over here.
Sign that thing and put it in a case.
I know. I need to retire it. I need a new hat. This
There
thing's
you
pretty
go.
war.